We're live. Hello, thank you so much for joining. My apologies for being a few minutes late. I was trying to pick kernels out of the popcorn because today we're making dessert popcorn. And we're doing like a summer kind of themed one. So I'm thinking we're going to do kind of like a strawberry lemonade vibe. So we have our popcorn here. I took out all the kernels, like I said. So we're going to set that to the side. And then I have some freeze-dried strawberry slices, but I've already actually processed these in the food processor. So it's like a powder now. So we're gonna add that in there as well. And then I also found these recently on a Target adventure. And so, oh, my apologies. I need to take my allergy pill again. With these ones, they're the thins and they're the lemon flavor. So I figured kind of breaking those up into some chunks and adding them in there as well would be a nice little touch of lemon as well. So let's get our candy melts out, see how we're doing with those. I don't know exactly how much this is because I have candy melts I've used previously. So this is, I'd say about 1.5 cups-ish of candy melts if I had to estimate, but you can see like the indentations from it being in a bag. But I always like to make sure I reuse the things I've already started to use in the past because these were left over from a previous project. Just kind of breaking them up so we can melt them down a little bit easier. And I think for the amount of popcorn, this seems like a pretty good amount-ish to go with it. With the kind of dessert popcorn stuff, I'm always kind of, I don't know, I kind of play around with ratios, so I don't ever have a set, like, recipe exactly. What do you want to do? Going 25 seconds instead of 30 that time. And this is what I used to pop my popcorn. So the measurement that I did for it was the lid right here to that line, and I did 2 of those, and that's the amount I got for the batch. There are quite a few kernels, so I'm wondering if I need to play around with like, I don't know, the intensity of the cooking of it or something, because there are quite a few kernels left over, but still kind of having fun with the popcorn maker. Okay. We've got our melts. See how we're doing. Okay, so a little ways to go with this. I think I'm going to do, so there still are some good sized chunks in there. I'm going to do about 20 seconds and hope that those aren't fully gone, but that they'll kind of go away as I'm mixing the stuff around. Okay, and then I think I want to chop up our lemon Oreos. Okay, we can let that set for a little bit. I have our lemon Oreos. I'm going to chop them into pieces that are going to be kind of comparable to like the size of the popcorn is what I'm going for. So did half, and then kind of thinking cutting like that. If I can, cream is squishing. Okay, and then like 4 across, and then kind of break them up into little pieces. So it's like a little bit on the bigger side for that one, but then some nice kind of smaller pieces to go in there. So I feel like maybe that one's a bit too big. Okay. Same kind of thing over here. Okay, not as easy on that last one, but still pretty good size. It's a little bit big. Okay, I think I want to do probably another set or two. I did 6 total just now, but I want to make sure we taste it. Let's do like another 4 and see how we do. Oops. The last cut's always the hardest. Okay, I can kind of break up that extra. These chunkies are a little bit big. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Do I want to do any more? I don't want to overtake it and make it all about cookie, but let's do a couple more cookies so it'll be an even dozen, and then we can get our candy melts out and mix everything together. Well, as long as they're melted properly. Hope everyone's having a good week. It's already Friday again. That feel like it came by so quickly, as it feels like it keeps doing this entire summer. I can't even believe it's already well past halfway with July and that we're already moving on to the end of July in less than a week. That's just, it's coming so quick. Okay, I think I'm happy with the amount of cookies there. Okay, let's get our candy melts out to check on those. They should be done. Just trying to mix through and make sure those little pieces get melted. I'm going to squish them to the side of the bowl to help with the melting. Okay, I think most of the pieces are all melted now. Yeah, I think we're looking pretty good. So I'm going to add our freeze-dried strawberries. Even though they have that little packet in there to help with the keeping it dry, it's not completely, kind of gets a little bit clumped up, so I'm trying to break it apart into pieces. Hello, thank you for joining. Hope you're having a good Friday. Okay, that should be okay. I want to make sure we don't have any giant chunks because those aren't very pleasant to eat if it's supposed to be evenly distributed. So I think I'm going to do like a tablespoon, and then I really want to taste it, but let's see how well this mixes in. I need to find some strawberry some strawberry extract that's like an oil-based one that I can add to candies and stuff. Because I know that would help also bump up this flavor, but if I add too many of the freeze-dried strawberries, I've actually had it, the candy melts like don't harden exactly the same way, so I want to make sure that I'm not adding too much. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that consistency. Just trying to break up some of the bigger clumps of strawberry against the side of the bowl. And just by the amount that I'm seeing in the candy melts, I think that we're going to be done with adding strawberry. Whoops. A bunch of strawberry on my hand when I closed up the bag. Okay. So now we can mix everything together. Oh, still a couple clumps over here. Okay. So we've got our popcorn right here. Let me see if I can adjust this light so it's a little bit better. Okay. And we're going to add in our cookie pieces. Because the base is still popcorn, so we want to make sure that that is, you know, the bulk of it, and that the stuff we're adding is going to help add some fun flavors to it. Can you say hello to Haven? Hello, Haven? Okay, we just added our lemon Oreo thins, and then we have our popcorn, and we're adding in our melts. I want to work fairly quickly before the candy melts start to set. All those strawberry melting wafers now. Okay, let's grab a spatula to mix it all together. Oops. Just trying to make sure that all the pieces of popcorn get coated, that we distribute the cookies. I make sure it's fairly even mixed all the way through, because I want to try and make sure that, you know, whenever you have a bite, they can pretty much be the same. With dessert popcorn, that can be a little bit trickier, but still trying to go for that, because you want the best eating experience possible. Okay, we look nice and mixed through. I think the cookies are pretty evenly dispersed. Just trying to make sure that they don't fall to the bottom. That's why I keep going scraping along. Okay, now let's grab, we have a sheet pan. Oops. Parchment paper lined here. And we're just gonna pour our popcorn right on top of it. Spread it out so that it'll be not in super huge clumps. We want them to be kind of like little small clusters, if you will. We're going to break them up when they completely set. So I'll have to take some pictures later when I do that part. Scrape off our excess. Okay, they look pretty good. Break that one up a little bit more. So like I said, we're just gonna let this completely set, and I'll have to post some pictures later because it's gonna take too long to set while we're on live here. But I usually, for the popcorn, I don't like to necessarily pop it into the fridge, but because it is also summer and it's quite warm, I will pop it into the fridge to help the candy melt set a little bit faster and a little bit firmer. And that should only take like 5 minutes or so, and then when it comes out, you just kind of like break up the pieces and enjoy. So I'll possibly put together a shorts video later, but for sure I'll post some pictures to share what it turned out, like what it looks like when it's all done. And yeah, that's it for today's live. I know we have our next one scheduled. I'll be updating the list for the ones where you can actually go click on the live to actually go check it out. So I'll make sure to do that this weekend so that you can see the next ones that are upcoming. I did post the schedule, I believe, on July 1st, but that was like a ways back in the community tab, with more of the ones coming up in August, because it's already going to be August next week when we have our next live. So this is the last one for July. But yeah, a lot of fun stuff coming up. Like I said, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it is on the schedule, and I will have that updated very soon for you to check out. And as always, make sure to check out the shorts videos that are coming up. And I have a tutorial coming up pretty soon of how I made my sister's, I was going to say birthday cake, but it's a birthday brownie, I guess. So I did a lot of decoration for that, and very excited to share that whole process. Took quite a long time, but it turned out really cool. So I will be sharing that in the near future. It's just going to take a while to sift through all of that footage, but I will update you guys when that is coming out as well. And I think that's all we have at the moment. I do have some exciting news that I'll be sharing very soon about the California State Fair competitions I participated in this week. I have some very good news, but I'm also kind of waiting to like see my scores, and I'll get that very soon. So I'll let you guys know some more information about that soon. And I think that's it. In the meantime, like I said, make sure to check out the community tab and the shorts videos coming out every day. But besides that, I hope you guys have a really wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you same time and same day next week for our next live. Okay, have a great weekend. Bye.